we have your sizes that you filled out. So please, if you remember those sizes, please grab that size. Don't grab another size. Well, you did it online, so you should remember. But I have the packing list, and so if you lie, then I'll know, and Jesus will know. So. Anyway, so you need to wear these. This is our travel shirt. Okay, this shirt right here. And I know it's it's gray, but it has chosen children. More so for Nicaragua, so the teams will be able to identify you. And in the sorry, you almost sneezed. And in the airport, they'll recognize that you're chosen children, and a lot of times they'll get you like, oh, it's another team from Nicaragua for chosen children, and you kind of head on. So these are the shirts. So make sure you have those on at 6:30 when you show up. Real quick on packing, okay? Remember to pack light. Please pack light. Make sure your bags are under 50 pounds. You can just put them on a bathroom scale or something like that to get around 50 pounds. But just try and be under 50 pounds, 47 pounds, 45 pounds is good. But if anything over that might cause you problems, not really in the United States, but over when we come back after your clothes have a lot of dirt and stuff in them, and then you add a bunch of stuff that you bought at the market into that bag will not be 50 pounds anymore. It'll be like 70 pounds or 60 pounds, depending on how much you buy. So make sure that you leave room to buy some souvenirs for your coffee and for your other stuff. So that's why we say keep it down. So you won't need a whole lot of like extra stuff. So just and I also sometimes leave my clothes there too. So wear this. You'll get this today. And so really all I wanted to do today is just answer any questions that you have. This is like our last tag up. If you still owe money, you might still owe. We completely understand that, and so make sure you stop by the office or contact the office to maybe set up some kind of like a payment deal, kind of get in your mind of like maybe what you can give every week. After that, we'll keep the trip open after we get back, but hopefully it won't be open too long. We want to make sure we get everything paid for in a timely manner, okay? So I know a lot of your funds will be kind of coming in at different times, so please do that. Remember 6:30. Remember, pack your great attitude, pack your flexibility, be more flexible than you've ever been before. Just in the last couple weeks, just to let you know some things that are happening. All the other plans are still intact, but we've added another really awesome opportunity for you guys since we've talked last. We'll be doing a feeding at the dump. So if you guys, you can Google Nicaragua dump. It was featured on 2020 or one of those shows before, but it's actually a place where people live in a dump, in a landfill. I've been back in there. People live their entire lives back there. They have babies. They live, die back there. They don't ever come out. It's like their homes. The time I went back there, their landfills. Can you imagine what happens at our landfills? Like what that looks like? Imagine what it's there without the regulations. Like they had like horses and donkeys and stuff, like dead animals and stuff that just are thrown back in there. Imagine living your whole life, like from birth to death, like in that place. So you'll be looking out there and you'll see people come out of the trash. They build their homes in there. It's heartbreaking, but we get to go and feed. I don't know how we're feeding over 100 people that are out there. We'll speak to them and share the gospel with them. It'll be really cool. So that's been added. So we're doing a house and a bathroom and feeding at the dump. And I'll be taking a few people with me on a day trip to Lyon to a student ministry compound that Chosen Children's building. They're building a basketball court, soccer fields, and some other stuff. And we'll be teaching some of the student ministry leaders there on some basic student ministry stuff. So that'll be a day trip for some of us, some of our student leaders will be going out there. So anyway, just some extra stuff that gets added. So if you're in sport camps, if you want to help out sport camps, maybe go bring a soccer ball with you, or a frisbee or something like that. You can deflate and pack. If you're in VBS and you know you're working with kids, maybe make sure you bring candy. I suggest everybody bring Jolly Ranchers. Okay, Jolly Ranchers are the best. They call them, Crims or something. Some other kind of candy they call it, or chocolates, but they're not chocolate. So bring those. It won't melt. So backpack. I usually use a backpack as my carry-on, and then I kept a personal item. You get a personal item on top of that. So you have check bag, personal item, which needs to be some kind of backpack or something you can carry easily. Thank you. She brought me my journal, so we went through it. Awesome. And then you have, personal item. It could be a purse, it could be a big pillow, it could be whatever else you want to bring. But keep that stuff to a minimum. So optimal trip would be a carry-on backpack and your check bag. So when you're going through the airport, you just have a backpack on. Okay? And so you need to make sure it's, Teresa emailed out the regulations. You need to make sure it fits. Really, that thing needs to be able to fit underneath your seat. It could go in the carry-on, but like some of the planes we're going to be on will be like the one from Miami over to Nicaragua. It'll be like a Delta connector. It won't be like a puddle popper, but it'll be a Delta connector, which have smaller spaces up there. So sometimes we want to keep the gate checked things down, because it's all good to gate check something from Washington to Miami, but then remember you're also going to gate check it from Miami to Nicaragua. Okay? So you want people messing with your bag, gate checking it. So the least number of things that we can gate check, the better. Okay? On the way back, it's awesome because you'll have hammocks and chairs and things you want to buy. You can gate check those into the United States. It's no big deal at all. But when we're going, keep the gate check thing. So if your bag doesn't fit up there and it's a full flight, they'll say you have to gate check it. So I just suggest your carry-on backpack and your check bag. Anything, your personal item, if it's huge, it might make you gate check it. All right? Any questions? You get to choose your own teams. She said, how do you know what team you're on? We did have a tag-up training. At the tag-up training, I asked you guys to kind of went over the different things and asked you guys to kind of think about that. So we'll have a door-to-door team, of course a construction team, which construction too, you can kind of, just because you're not a construction type person, if you can like hold something, you can be on a construction team, right? If you could like actually shovel something, you could be in a construction team. It's not easy, not hard. Then VBS team, which is every day with kids. Sport teams, or sport camp, which will kind of be the most flexible of the things we do, because sport camp is like, oh, there's kids playing sports, let's go there. So it's kind of like, you kind of have to be moving around a lot. And then we'll have a team, just a small team that goes over to Lyon for one day, mostly made for student leaders and some of our students going over there. And so you can just kind of pick from those things. And then there'll be opportunities for men's ministry and women's ministry. But we have to be really flexible when we find out like what are the needs for men, what are the needs for women. It might be one day, like Thursday. We kind of go around all day and say, hey, if you're a woman, come meet us Thursday, come meet us Thursday, come meet us Thursday. And it might be like a one-day women's gathering, one-day men's gathering on Thursday, whatever the pastor thinks is best. So we need to be prepared just to kind of talk to a group of men, talk to a group of women. The group would be 30 people, somewhere around there. Yes, sir.
Remedial question. Do we need to pick one of those beforehand, or can we?
No, I don't think you necessarily do. I would kind of prefer that some of you don't, so that when you get there, you're like, the Holy Spirit's like, man, I need to do that. I need to jump in. And many of you will be just floaters. You'll be like, you'll do one day over here, you do another day, but since some of you will be on another team, you might be on VBS or you might be on something else, and you find, there's this, the house really needs a lot of work. And so I'll come to our group at night at our tag up time and say, hey guys, we need to shift everybody over to our house because we're not going to make our deadline. So VBS is off tomorrow. And so we're all going to be on the house. So like those things will happen each night at tag up. Or sports camp is going to say, or VBS is going to say, we're getting overrun. We need more people. And we'll have to shift over there. So everybody really does all those things. Okay, so everybody always does construction. Okay, so you need to be able to be willing to lend a hand with that. Not everybody will be comfortable with door to door, but we'll need a team of people that'll be able to do door to door every day, because that'll get kids to VBS. That'll be sharing the gospel, and that'll be working hand to hand with the pastor, and really meeting needs that he needs met that week. Okay. Other questions? I like that you guys don't have that many questions. It means we either communicated really well or communicated really poorly, and you guys, it's not even worth it, because he's not going to give me an answer. So hopefully I think it's on the other side that we've communicated well. Yeah, this is your flexibility? Okay, I see. And I know, and again, I want you to know that I recognize that we are taking you out of your comfort zone. So I want you to know that I recognize that. So my patience level is going to be super duper high with you guys. But one of the things that that really gets on my nerves, causes issues, is that when you're not flexible in the United States. So that flexibility starts in the morning, okay, when we get here. So like, there's gonna be stuff in the United States, you're like, well, I don't have to be flexible until I get there. And you're just complaining and you're curmudgeonly going through the airport like an American. But remember, you have to be flexible on this side too, okay? Because we're gonna try and move 35 people to another country, okay? That's what we're trying to do. That's my job, is to get you there and get you back, and hopefully, in one piece or just a couple different pieces falling off. That's okay. But that's our job. So remember, the flexibility starts there. Where you sit on the plane. I know when you normally have a flight that you take with just you and your family, you get to pick all the stuff, and it's Delta Comfort, and it's this, that, and the other. Like, we have to book blocks, and we get seats when they give us seats, okay? We're thankful that they're hundreds and hundreds of dollars less than we've ever paid, okay? It really is. It's like $700, $715 for your entire trip. So it's pretty incredible. So anyway, it'll all work out, okay? So just remember that flexibility. You know what? Gloves? There are gloves there, but if you want to bring your own gloves, it'd be good. And also, remember, if you bring gloves, to leave them, that's a big gift. To bring boots or gloves is huge. If you're working with a guy all week and you give him your boots, he's going to be like, are you kidding me? If they can't buy the leather construction type stuff, like the gloves and stuff like that, they can't really buy them there. So gloves will be good. That's a good question. Bring your gloves and plan to leave them. So. Any other questions? Yeah, t-shirt time. So,
small to large to 3X.
Yep, so from small to 3X. They run pretty good. This is an XL, so they all run pretty good.